Today we're diving into something called the Conscious Systems Framework. Think of it as a simple but really profound guide to finding the stillness that, believe it or not, already exists inside you. We're going to walk through a 5-step journey that's all about getting to a more peaceful and aware way of being.
Right off the bat, this is the core idea. It's so simple, but so powerful. This whole thing isn't about adding new skills or trying to become a different person. It's actually a process of coming back, of remembering that calm, steady center that's been there the whole time, just buried under all the noise of our daily lives. And this is where the journey really begins, in that tiny, quiet little gap. This is the space where our consciousness actually lives. It's the pause between something happening and how we react to it. Just noticing that this pause exists is the very first step toward taking back our power to choose.
So this is the crucial distinction we have to make. A reaction, well, that's just automatic. It's an unconscious habit driven by impulse. But a response is a conscious, deliberate choice that's guided by our awareness. This whole system is about learning how to move from that knee-jerk reaction to a thoughtful response.
So, how do we even start this process? Let's dive into the very first step. Step 1 is all about awareness. I love how the source material puts it, noticing the fork in every moment. It's the foundational skill, right? It's like turning on a light that shows you that you even have a choice in the first place. Without it, we're just stuck on autopilot, running those old, automatic reactions over and over.
And this definition is just perfect. Awareness isn't a passive thing where you just sit back and watch. It's the bridge. It's the active connection that allows you to walk from the land of automatic reactions over to the land of conscious responses.
This loop shows exactly how it works in real life. A trigger happens, say someone cuts you off in traffic. Your automatic, habitual reaction might be to get angry, maybe honk the horn. But awareness creates that crucial pause. It gives you a split second to choose a conscious response instead, like taking a deep breath and just letting it go. That's the fork in the road, right there. Okay, so once you've found that moment of awareness, that little pause, what do you do with it? Let's move on to step 2. Step 2 is all about setting your intention. This is where you consciously decide how you want to show up. See, it's not just about what you do, it's about the energy you bring to it. It's about choosing your inner frequency on purpose.
This quote just gets right to the heart of it, doesn't it? The motive behind your action matters more than the action itself. The whole system asks us to think about whether we're coming from a place of fear or a place of love, because life has a funny way of mirroring back the energy we send out.
And here's a super practical way to actually apply this: the morning signal practice. Instead of that automatic and, let's be honest, often fear-based intention of just getting through the day, you can consciously set a different signal. Something like, today I will move with loving intention. It feels like a small shift, but it can literally change everything. All right, now let's talk about steps 3 and 4 together, because they really work as a team. They form this active practice loop for the whole system. This is where you take your awareness and intention and actually put them into motion. And then you look at the results. It's all about aligning and reflecting. So step 3, alignment, is really all about integrity. It's that beautiful moment when what you think, what you say, and what you do are all in sync, all telling the same story. And when that happens, that feeling of constant struggle or effort, it starts to get replaced by this sense of peace and flow. This alignment chart is such a fantastic tool to see where you might be a little out of sync. You just pick an area of your life, like work, and you get honest about your aligned action versus your misaligned one. But the real magic is in that last column. What's one small, totally manageable step you can take today to start moving toward alignment? And that leads to step 4, reflection. This is about making a big mental shift, seeing life not as something that's just happening to you, but as a mirror that's reflecting the energy you're putting out from you. So those recurring patterns or emotional triggers, they're not problems to be fixed, they're actually valuable feedback showing you exactly what you're carrying around on the inside. And all of that brings us to the final, culminating step of this entire journey. Step 5 is all about returning to presence. After all the noticing, the intending, the acting, and the reflecting, the whole goal is to come back home, to return to that stillness that was there from the very beginning. It's way less about doing and much more about just being. I absolutely love this quote. It completely reframes the goal. Presence isn't some trophy you win at the end of the race. It's not a destination you finally arrive at.
It's what's left over when you finally let go of the struggle, when you stop resisting, when you drop the need to control everything. It's the simple art of allowing things to be just as they are.
So how do you weave this into your actual real life? Well, the source suggests a really simple daily ritual. In the morning, you take one single breath and set an intention. Midday, you take just a brief pause to just be, nothing more. And in the evening, you take a moment for gratitude and release. It's all about weaving these little moments of consciousness into the fabric of your day.
And that's really the heart of the conscious systems framework. It's a return ticket to the peace that is always, always waiting for you. So the question I want to leave you with is a simple one. Where, in the middle of your busy day, will you find your pause?